loves, welcome to my channel, welcome to another vlog. Today I thought we could spend a nice cozy day together. Today we are going to quickly head out, literally in a second, to run a couple of errands. We need to go over to Tesco, pick up a couple of bits that we need top up of, and then I'm going to might walk through town on the way back, just get a bit of extra like fresh air, that kind of thing. And then when we get back, because I kind of want to, go to Tesco, pick up what we need to pick up, go for a nice little like stroll through town, and then I want to come home, obviously put all the food away that we picked up, and I also want to spend a bit of time maybe in the garden. In my last vlog I gave you a bit of a garden update, so we need to do a couple of things in the garden, hopefully, maybe. I also kind of want to get on with a bit of computer work. There's a couple of things that I want to tick off today, so I need to get on with that. I spent a lot of time on my computer yesterday, to the point like I spent a couple of hours on my computer. So I kind of want to have a bit of a day where I'm not really looking at screens, but I still need to get on with a bit of computer work. And yeah, so we're going to do that today, and then we're going to watch. Then we're going to have a nice cozy evening at home. And yeah, so for outfit of the day, I'm wearing this neutral t-shirt from Primark, this quarter zip from H&M, which I just love. I popped on my blue jeans, which is from ASOS, and I've just got my everyday tote bag. I'm actually going to put on my sunglasses actually before we head out, just because I don't want to be walking down the street and and have to stop in the middle of the street just to put my sunglasses on. One of my pet peeves, when somebody stands in the middle of the street to do something like tie their shoelaces, step up their coat, put on their sunglasses, do something to their bag, to their child. It's a pet peeve. If you're going to do it where there's a driveway, where you can pull into the driveway slightly, or wait until there's a bit of a space, because our paths where I live are very quite small in some areas, due to bushes, trees. Obviously there are the normal standard paths as well in the UK that we have in the UK here as well, but a lot of the time it is quite a small path, which really annoys me, especially up in the high street, where there's this one particular path which is really quite small, and when people come in this way and when people come in that way, it's just oh my god, can one person go on, can one side go on one side and and the other side goes on the other side? It just makes more sense. People coming up, go on one side, people going down, cross, and then go down the other side. It would just make so much more sense, especially on that Belt Road path anyway. But anyway, I'm going to head out. I wanted to actually be out 7 minutes ago, but I was just doing a couple of things around the house and I got a bit distracted. But yeah, can't wait to spend a nice cozy day with you all.
I'd get caught too, 'cause there's something about you, and you know it too. All I do is think about you, your eyes, your scent, your touch is all I dream of. Now I can't live without you. I hope you feel it too, 'cause we are meant to be. We are meant to be. Oh, if only you could
home with a couple of bits from Tesco. We have done a couple of bits around the house. I have just made myself a cup of tea. Whilst I left Tesco, I said to myself, I now regret only picking up one bag, because the box of my sister's cereal would have not fitted in my bag. And not gonna lie, when I was leaving, I was like, oh, this bag would do, I only really need one, I'm only going to get 3 items, I don't need 2 bags, what's the point of 2 bags when I'm only getting like 3 items? And then I was walking around like Tesco, and mainly like as I was leaving Tesco, I was like, I should have picked up an extra bag, and I'm not going to pay for another bag. Like, I don't like to pay for bags. I like to use the bags I've already got. We've got loads in the house already, so why should I pick up another bag? And it's just like, oh my god, like, why did I do that? Like, why? Because, so, the eggs and the creme fraiche, well, because they needed to sit on the bottom, so they didn't, like, and, like, sitting up straight, so they didn't, like, the creme fraiche didn't spill, or the eggs didn't crack or anything. So they, whilst I was walking, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit like panicking. I was like, oh my god, do not drop these eggs, do not drop these, do not drop the eggs, do not drop the creme fraiche, do not, like, I was like really panicking. Like, one time my dad and my mum was in town, they were doing a bit of shopping, they were picking up a couple of bits from like the butchers, the bakery, and the butchers that we go to, they sell eggs, and we typically get our eggs there. But as I was going to Tesco, I was just like, I don't really want to walk all the way to Tesco and then walk all the way to the butchers. Even though I did literally walk past the butchers on my way home, as I said, I wanted to go for a bit of a walk through town on the way home. And that's what we did. But yeah, anyway, so he went into butchers, I think they were getting some bacon, some sausages for the Sunday. This was on a Saturday, and they picked up some eggs, and he cracked throughout I think they must have gone to the butchers first, then the bakery, and then did some other shops on the way back. And I think because he was putting things in and everything came swinging in his bag, he managed to crack 2 eggs. And since then, I'm like, oh my god, don't crack any eggs. Like, obviously, like, it's a thing that most people do anyway. Like, if you're walking about, it's very easy to crack eggs. But I was like, oh my god, don't crack eggs. So I had to carry the cornflakes because I didn't want to squish the eggs. I don't want to, like, it would all fit in my bag, like with all my stuff. And my camera would all fit, my glasses case would fit, and the eggs and the creme fraiche. But I didn't want to tip up the creme fraiche onto its side just in case it spilled, because it's one of those like really flimsy lids, not like a proper lid or anything. And I didn't really want the eggs to, again, like, fall out and like bash against my glasses case on my camera and crack, or if it got walking as well, like occasionally that bag will like move all around and stuff. So I was like, oh my god, let's just get home, get these eggs. And as soon as I got home, I realised I hadn't cracked them, so I was like, oh, what a relief. But I'm hoping I'm not the only person. Anyway, so we've done a couple of things around the garden. We've just watered the plants. Hello, ladybirds. I've just done a bit of deep reading as well, which I didn't film on camera, because I popped you guys in charge, and you still need to go back onto charge, which I'll do shortly actually. We've watered the plants, and as I said, I've just made myself a nice cup of tea. I just thought we could come out and sit outside and enjoy the sun for a little bit, drink my cup of tea, chill out for a bit, and then I'm going to do a couple of more bits around the house, make myself some lunch, and then get on with a bit of computer work. And yeah, I kind of want to maybe later this afternoon, if I can try and get all the bits done before like 2-3 PM. Maybe I can then come outside and do a couple of more bits in the garden, because I really want to start tackling the garden and everything. As I said in my last vlog, we are like doing a bit of a garden renovation, or like tidy up and stuff. And it is starting to look really, really nice. I am going to get I probably will start to clear this bit of like wild flowers. Now you're probably thinking, leave the wild flowers, you know, we need flowers, that kind of thing, for like bees and stuff. But it's just making it look a bit messy on that side, because it's like really nice, like all tall, and everything's all nice, and everything's all like pretty and everything. And then you come up, and then you look at on that corner, and it's like a bit messy. And then you just got like the rest of it's like all really nice. And then like you look all the way to the back, and again, enjoy my cup of tea, chill out for a bit, and then make some lunch, do a couple of bits, make some lunch, and yeah. Good evening. We have just had dinner. We have popped on my pyjamas. I have made myself a cup of tea. Plans for this evening are we're going to chill this evening. We're gonna pop on the last episode of Adults. I've been trying to watch this TV show for the longest time. I started it 3 weeks ago probably. And then whenever I go and watch it, the internet plays up. So I've been on on episode 4 for a very long time, and it's now getting to the point where I can't be bothered now to watch it, but I need to watch it because I need to find out what happens. I kind of know what happens because I've been googling things as we've been watching it, so I've kind of been like spoiling it for me, but also I've been seeing it on TikTok and Instagram, so I already kind of know what happens. And like stuff like that, but I need like it's one of those like TV shows where it's very popular back in like when it first released, and I've just managed to watch it. So I'm gonna watch this tonight, and then, depending on how long this episode is and what the time is, I might pop on something else and start a new series, which I'm gonna be so happy to do. I love starting a new series, but if it is a very long series, sometimes I do get a bit bored. Anyone else like that? Like, they start watching a series, they get obsessed with it, watch it every single day, and then they just get a bit bored, like the last couple of episodes. I don't know if it's boredom or if it's just I don't want this to end. Boredom for me, because I'm trying to watch something but it keeps buffing all the time because our internet where I live, it is rubbish. It is so bad. You could be sitting on the bed, okay, you could just be on Instagram, TikTok, you could be on just doing something on your phone, and all of a sudden your internet just drops out or it lags, and I'm like, oh my god. And it's also like at like 8 o'clock at night especially, and it gets like worse and worse throughout the evening, which is just so annoying. And we're on fibre optic, is that how you pronounce it? I think that's how you call it. To the point where some nights I'm just like watching, like I'll put my projector on, go onto Netflix, start watching something on Netflix to the point, and then it will start to buffer to the point where it keeps buffering. I have to switch it off. Like, anyway, so I'm gonna watch that. Hopefully, we can watch the full episode without it buffering to the point where I have to switch it off. And yeah, so that's gonna be me for the evening. Oh my god. I bought 2 biscuits out to watch, to have with my cup of tea, and eat whilst I watch whatever I decided to put on Netflix. or Disney Plus or whatever to watch this evening, and I have this much left, and this is my last biscuit. Like I just literally went like it looked like I hadn't been eating. I haven't eaten all day, but anyway.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest.